Hello, everybody. It is Jazzy Video Store Sasquatch here, and we are doing our Monday morning review on Sundays now. And the first one here is Conjuring: Last Rites, directed by Michael Chavez, starring Vera Farmiga as Lauren Warren, Patrick Wilson as Ed Warren, Elliot Cohen as Jack Smurl, Ben Hardy as Tony Spera. Paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren take on one last terrifying case involving mysterious entities they must confront. Honestly, I'm gonna start with the first thing I'm gonna talk about. Is this is the first movie I've seen on Saturday night in a while, and I had the most obnoxious people involved in a movie I think I've ever been at for a movie. So honestly, some of this could be just coming from the fact that like they completely ruined my movie experience. I think that's a lesson that like kind of saying I wanted to talk about it like for everyone that's watching this. Like, if you're going to a movie, like you can check your phone. I don't care about that, but don't obnoxiously talk throughout the whole thing like these people did. Don't go into the sideways and then just have a louder conversation to where everyone can hear it because we barely. I mean, we missed at least the first 45 minutes of the movie just because of these people, and then they finally left and it came back, and we probably were distracted for another 15, 20 minutes. It's unfortunate, but that is also why I am very disappointed in this movie too. Probably, I'm sure that it might be that reasoning, and I don't think that the movie itself is um, very good. I give it a grade of a C minus because of this. I don't really want to talk into the review, like the review of everything, like the overview of everything, like going into the movie because I don't want to like create any spoilers. But there are a couple of things I will say is there is like a younger version of Ed and Lauren in this movie, and I think that Madison Lawler, at times when he like looked at her, kind of did look like Vera Farmiga there. And then I think Mia Tomlinson, who wasn't credited in the top four, was very good as their daughter. And Rebecca Calder was Elliot Cohen's wife, Jackson Merle. I think her name was like Rose or something like that. She looked very 80s. Like the whole ensemble and everything looked very like 80s. I think they did a very good job there. It felt like it was in the 80s when you were looking and stuff. And then the background, everything was very good. The character work of all these people are very good. The story, unfortunately, just I think it has holes in it, and it's not very congruent. And there is like probably like a half hour more of an already 2 hour 20 minute or so, 2 hour 10 minute movie that you could have added to it. And I don't like these long movies sometimes, and this is one of them. And I might have been getting the case I was talking about in the video from yesterday in Bridgeport confused with this video, to be honest with you, because a lot of it sounded familiar or not familiar, but like the same. I'm not really sure if that's it or whatever, but like I said, there are like three documentaries on these people, on Lauren and Ed and Lorraine Warren. So that is something that if you want to can go check out on your own. But they are on HBO Max. This story itself is scary. There's parts of it that look really cool. The premonitions or the not premonitions, the entities or whatever are very well done. They're very scary. They're very scary. The problem, like I said, is like I just was distracted and it kind of took me away from the movie. This is a movie I will probably go back and rewatch. I will mark it to make sure that I rewatch it and maybe give it another review if I've changed my mind about everything after not being like totally freaking pissed off about these kids like just not shutting up in a movie. But I mean, you can tell about it because it's like an hour removed. I'm still here talking about it, and I just think it's obnoxious. I've been in movies. You've heard me talk about movies before where things like have happened and it was kind of distracting. But I mean, this was like full blown for like 45 minutes. I'm surprised no one else like went and said anything. But whatever. The parts that are like then there's like a whole confusing like, and I think that that might be probably the problem is that there's a whole confusing part of how it all kind of drags around towards the end. This is a good movie. I mean, it's decent. Like I don't know, I'd probably put it still above the Nuns, to be honest with you. It is a little bit of a slow burn, but yeah, I mean, But there's nothing wrong, like I said, with a slow burn when it has more of like an explosive ending. And this does kind of have like a Conjuring explosive ending, which is good. Slow burn's kind of like, I don't know. Like they're just like, I don't know if it was like, I don't know, or if it was I'm just taking out of this movie because I'm so like pissed off with these kids that won't shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? So it's hard to like judge this movie, but from what I've gathered, I would give it a C minus. I don't. I mean, I picked up a lot of the movie. I picked up like freaking what I say about hour blocked off about an hour 15 minutes of the movie. So I did pick up enough of the movie to know that what I was paying attention to, I was like, I mean, besides the ending, and the ending of these movies are always good, but I just don't know if it saved it. So that is the Conjuring Last Rites, directed by Michael Chavez. Thank you. Let me know if you guys saw it over the weekend and like what your experience was in the theater, because like I just can't get over this. Is the most obnoxious thing I've ever been at in a theater. It's annoying. It's like so annoying. It's like, dude, you're going to a movie. Like you could have went and did anything else tonight, and like your behavior would have been 100% acceptable, except for at the movies. So that's just where I'm at there. Thank you guys very much for watching, and please have a good rest of your day or night.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section. And see you next time in the cave.